Good morning. Hello, Mark.
Can you hear me?
I can. How
Oh,
are
good.
you?
Okay, just need more stretching.
That's awesome. Good job. I'm surprised you're up this early.
Well, I'm trying to do less weights and cardio.
Good. Good. Stretching is good.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's get this party going, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Val, hopefully you're muted. I can't see your face, but I know you're there. So come all the way to the back of your mat. Make sure you've muted your computer, please. Take a nice big deep breath. Keep the arms really wide, like you're making a V with your body, and then relax it back down, and then try it again. Reach it up. So you're really pulling the arms as long as you can. It should feel challenging, and then relax. Do it again. Your palms are facing up towards the ceiling, and relax. One more time. Reach up really long. Sorry, there's something displaying on my screen. Keep breathing. Keep reaching. Okay, we're gonna hold this one up and then let the left arm come down and just reach the right arm. You're not going over, you're going up. Really long, really, really long. You should feel a little tug right on the side of your waist. Now come back to that Y and switch sides. Arm is going straight up. Come back to the Y. Now you're going to push your booty back. You're going to hinge through your hips. You're going to bring your torso just parallel to the floor. Your arms are still nice and long by your side, and now the palms face the floor. Keep your neck long, so you don't want to be dropping your head. You should not be looking at your legs. You want to be looking out in front of the mat. And really important here to pull in the stomach. Now take the arms out to the side, keep them nice and long, and then see if you can lift those hands a little higher up.
She said they were incompetent.
Oh, Sue, you got to mute. Good morning. Okay, get those arms up, reach them. This in and of itself should feel challenging. Maybe you got a little tremble going on in those arms. And relax them back down. And one more time. Lift them, reach them. Come back up to standing. Nice. We're going to take the right arm. You're going to reach it up. You're going to take it over a little bit as you try to get it long. Let this right hip come out to the right a little bit. Nice little side body stretch. Do the same on the other side. It doesn't need to be huge, like you're not going over like this. Get length into your side body. That's really how you get the best stretch through those oblique muscles, your waist. Okay, make a fist, pull your elbows back, really far back. So you feel your upper back doing something back there. Now hinge down, keep the elbows high, halfway down with the body and all the way back up. We call these good mornings. It's a nice way to stretch out the back of the legs and get your back waking up. So you're just going nice and slow and fluid. Squeeze your glutes, lift up through your thighs. You want to have your feet hip width apart so you feel stable in this position. Nice. Okay, this time we're going to release the arms by your side, come all the way down into a full fold. Now, important here to just let the head go where it wants to. Just breathe, relax, maybe stay here for 5 breaths. And while you breathe, I want you to focus on expanding through your rib cage. Such a good way to relieve stress. Get some good blood flow to your face. Okay, we're going to take the arms and fold them. We're going to take 5 more big breaths. And this time, as you exhale each one, see if your forearms are relaxing a little closer to the floor. It's not about forcing anything. It's just about lengthening, unweighting. Now slowly drift into your toes, drift your weight forward, and then slowly move it back. It's not huge. You don't want to be falling, of course, but just to add that subtle movement. Nice. Now let the hands go. You're going to inhale and extend to a flat back. So you're getting your spine nice and long. And then fold back down, release the head. Let's repeat that 2 more times. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, extend. And exhale, fold down. 5 more big breaths here. So if you had lights on your bottom, shine them up so you feel a little bit more of a tug behind the legs, your hamstrings. If you're in a straight leg, that's awesome. You don't need to be. It's all about listening to what feels right for your body today. So much depends on what we did yesterday, how well we slept, etc. Okay, you're going to take your hands down to the floor, step back to a plank. And from your plank, we're going straight into a down dog. So driving the heels to the floor as best you can, and then elevating nice and high onto the toes. We're going to give our feet a little bit of a massage here. Drive the heels down and lift back up. Really high on the toes, as high as you can get without them hurting, of course. Heels down and all the way back up again. Now float those shoulders forward so they're over the wrists again. You're back in your high plank. We're going to bring the knees to the floor. Meet me in your quadruped position. We're going to do a few cat-cows. So with little breaks in the elbows, you're just going to arch the back, look at your knees. Chest comes forward, sink into the shoulders, look forward. Keep your stomach pulling up and into the spine. Round your back, relax your face, look at your knees. Now drop into those shoulders, take your gaze forward. And one last time. Make this one great. Really press away from the floor without locking out at the elbow joint. So you feel a nice opening between the shoulder blades. Now you're going to come back to a neutral spine. Take your gaze forward. We're going to come right into a bear. So come off your knees. Step back to your plank. Pull through to your down dog. We're going to lift our left foot up. We're going to open the hip, bend at the knee. See if you can give me a little more height with your knee. Now, I'd like you to keep equal weight in both of your arms. Let's put that foot down. Do the same with the other leg. Lift it, open the hip, bend your leg. Give me a little more height from the knee. Waking up your glute, opening up the hips a little. Nice. Okay, put that foot down. Step your feet back in, meet me back in your bear. Put your knees to the floor. We're going to walk the hands forward. Keep your forearms off the floor. Take your hips back over your heels. You want to keep your forehead off the mat right now. We're trying to stretch out the lats. So let's bring your breath here to help you As you inhale, you might find your armpits getting a little closer to the floor as you exhale. So keep that breathing going. Make it great. Keep your shoulders retracted, your tummy in. Okay, so we're going to keep our hips exactly where they are. And all you're going to do is baby steps with your hands going to the right. We're going to stretch out our QL on the left side. So you should keep moving those hands to the right. They should be off your mat, long arms, and your hands are spread far apart. Just breathe. Okay, bring the hands back where you started, and then let's go to the other side. So you're walking them out and you're walking them left and you're keeping the hands far apart. We're trying to get a little stretch. You should be feeling this somewhere around the waistband of your pants on the right side. Hopefully. Your toes are tucked under and your hips are up right above the heels. Okay, walk the hands back. They're still a little bit wider than shoulder width. Now bring them up, come back to your bear pose. Off your knees, hold it. Let's make sure we're not dropping the face. Just want to be looking forward. Pull in that stomach. Now from here, we're going to go to a very small down dog. So hips up, heels down, pull through, but not so far through those arms that you still can't see them in your peripheral vision. From here, pull forward. Let's drop back down right into that bear. And back to a small, tiny down dog. And one more time. Knees hover, face looks forward. Nice. Put your knees on the floor. Come off your hands. We're going to step the left foot forward, squeeze your glute in the back and let the hips come forward. So we're getting a nice hip flexor stretch right here in the front. To enhance it, I'm going to have you sweep that right arm up, take your gaze and look up. So your right arm is nice and long and your left hand is just on your thigh. Nice. Arm comes down, hips push back, step your foot back and switch sides. So easy. Easy peasy. Reach this left arm nice and long. Nice big pull here in the front of that hip flexor. Really important to fire up the glute and back, right? Whenever you're stretching a muscle in the front, it's the opposing one you want to engage. So holding these for, maybe 15 or 20 seconds is always good, especially if they're tight, if you do a lot of sitting. Come back into your bear. Sue's going, oh, not bear again. Hover those knees. We are almost done with bear and we will be moving on. Okay, step back to your plank. Pull through to your down dog. We're going to pedal our feet this time, stretching out the calves. So just alternate, toes on one foot, heel down on the other. Hopefully you're feeling a little looser already. All these great little stretches, waking up the body, giving yourself some love. Okay, we're going to hold the left side down. Pick your right foot up and circle your ankle. So you're stretching out the ankle. Now change the direction of your circle and then point and flex a few times. And let's do the same on the other foot. Circle it Circle it the other way. Point and flex. Put it down. Pull forward to plank. We're going to bring our left foot all the way up between our hands. Let's just have the fingertips on the floor right now. Try not to put a lot of weight into the arms. Hold what I call a low lunge. So I've got my knee right over my ankle. Let's get nice and high on the toes on the back foot. Now, in slow motion, we're going to come off the hands and start to elevate. Sweep your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Nice, nice long arms. And then in slow motion, come all the way back down. Just till your fingertips are down there. And once they are, high on the toes on the back foot, pushing back through your front heel, sweep the arms back up. Nice. And one more time. Take those hands down, step back to your plank, pull through to your down dog. We're going to stay here for 3 big breaths. Okay, let's take that right foot, pull it forward. Fingertips only now on the floor. And try to keep the weight between the heel and the pad of the foot. Let's elevate nice and high on the toes on the back and slowly come off the floor with your arms and sweep the hands up. Palms face each other. Try to get your arms long and come all the way back down again. Nice and slow. As soon as those fingertips hit the floor, press up and back through that front foot. Reach your arms nice and long and all the way back down again. And one last time. Nice. Come all the way back down. You're going to step back, meet me in your plank. Now from here, let's come down onto your forearms. Just hold a low plank with your feet together. So pull your toes and heels towards each other. Let them touch. Just hold your tummy in. Now from here, we're going to get onto our right forearm. Stack your feet, face the left side of your room, side plank. Keep those hips up and your stomach in. Come back onto both forearms. Feet are still together. And let's do the same on the other side. Come back to both forearms. Bring your feet together if they're not. Just hold your low plank. Back up onto the hands. Feet are together. Press back down dog. Left leg lifts. Keep your hips square this time through. Put it down and switch. Right leg up. Put it down and switch. Left leg up. Holding your left leg up, I want you to float the shoulders forward so they're over your wrists. Back leg is really straight. Pull back. Down dog, leg up. Put the foot down, come forward to plank. We're going to do a little hover and meet an up dog. Fire up those glutes. Whatever you do, hips up and back down dog. Right leg up. Get the leg nice and long. Pull forward to plank. Put the foot down, press back down dog. Come forward to plank. Little hover, right to up dog. Nice job. Hips up and back down dog. Just relax here for a few breaths. Make sure you're not pulling so far through with your head that you can't see your arms. Okay, we're going to bring our left foot all the way forward between both hands, fingertips down only. Come all the way up and bring your hands to heart. Get high on the toes on the back foot. Now, I'd like you to get rid of this bend in your front leg if you can. So try to get it as straight as you can, and then hinge through that left hip. So you're folding down with a long spine. Go to where you're comfortable. It might not be halfway down. It might be whatever floats your boat today. Now, to add this challenge, we're going to slowly rotate left. Oh, yes. Getting a little bit into the outside of that hip and butt. Hold it. Come back center. Extend the arms forward, nice and straight. Lift them a little higher so you feel the upper back working. Now bend your front leg, bring your hands back to heart, and give me that same rotation with a bent front leg. You might be able to get a little more range here. Bring it back. Keep your knee over your ankle. Extend the arms forward. Lift them up. Not the torso though, just the arms. You've still got that nice forward lean. Palms all the way down, step back plank. Little hover, right to up dog. Fire up the glutes. Hips up and back, down dog. 3 big breaths here. We're going to take the right foot all the way forward between your fingers, fingertips only on the floor. Sweep the arms all the way up. Start pushing back to a straighter leg here in the front. A little harder to balance. Get nice and high on the toes on your back foot. Bring your hands to heart and give me that nice hinge. You'll notice I'm moving really slowly, so I maintain balance. Take it down as far as you can. Your spine is long though, it's not rounding. Stay broad through your shoulders and proud through your chest. Rotate right. Should start to feel the outside of the hip and glute. Hold it, just breathe. Bring it back center. Your front leg is almost straight, remember? Bring the arms forward. Get them long. Now lift. Hands back to heart. Bend your front knee so your knee is over your ankle. Give me that same rotation right. Come on back center. Bring those arms forward. Lift. Knee is still over the ankle. Working a little more of the quad here. Hands down, step back plank. Little hover, nice and slow. Up dog. Fire up your glutes. Nice. Hips up and back, down dog. Three more big breaths. Pull forward to plank. Now you're going to hover your knees just above the floor and you're going to pull your chest through the arms. Your butt is going to end up over the heels. Knees are off the floor. Little work for the upper body here. Pull forward back to plank. Let's do that again. Hover your knees, pull those hips all the way back as far as you can get them. Pop it back to plank. And one more. Hover. Hips push back. Back to plank. Shoulders are over the wrists and you've got little breaks in your elbows. Lift your left foot off the floor. Get it straight. Little work for the tummy. I hope you're pulling your tummy in. Switch feet. Put that foot down, lower back to the forearms. So I'd like your elbows to be under your shoulders and your palms to be on the floor. You're going to put those knees down. Your toes are going to stay tucked under. Isometrically pull your elbows towards your knees. Nothing moves. Keep that isometric pull, come off your knees. If you're pulling those elbows towards your toes, you should feel a lot of tremble in your six-pack tummy. Lower the knees, keep the pull. Elevate off the knees, straighten out the legs. You're locked out at the knee. Hollow out your belly. Lower the knees, keep the pull. One more time, lift up. Okay, hips to the floor, feet are flat, so you're coming off your toes. You're going to take your chest all the way down to the floor. You're going to keep your hands right by your chest. Elbows are going to pull in towards each other. Now keep your neck long. So I suggest closing your eyes and just have your face pointing towards the floor. Now, using the erectus spinae muscles that run along your spine, you're going to elevate the chest up a little bit. You're not pushing your hands into the floor. They're just resting on your mat. Squeeze your elbows towards each other. Now, if you can, while you continue to breathe, lift your hands 1 inch off the floor. If you can, lift your elbows higher up to the ceiling. Hollow out your stomach. Oh my goodness, she's so demanding. Now, feet are flexed, toes off the floor. Hold it, breathe. 3 more breaths if you can do it. Then we're going to all meet in a child's pose, stretching out our lower back. Okay, push it up. Come back to your favorite child's pose. So you can keep your toes tucked under or you can be on the tops of your feet. It's kind of your choice. I like to open up my knees a little bit so I get the benefit of a nice little inner thigh stretch also. But it's really about your lower back here. So big, gigantic breaths. Make them terrific. Nice job. Okay, come on back, up. You're gonna have a seat. You're gonna extend your legs all the way out. So staff pose. You wanna move all that muscle out of the way so you have a nice firm connection to your mat. And we're just gonna walk our hands. So right now my spine is long. I'm gonna walk my hands down. Go as far as you can. Maybe you can grab your feet. You can also put a towel around and hold your towel if you need a little help, but we're still not rounding the back yet. Breathe here a few times. Now go into spinal flexion. Let the head go. Maybe the forearms are resting on the floor. Just breathe. Keep your tummy pulling up and in. Sometimes you think it's impossible to do when you're in this position. Find a way. Okay, let's walk our hands back up so we're sitting nice and tall again. You're going to open your legs nice and wide. This is your inner thigh stretch coming up. Walk it out, long spine. Oh, so good. Hang out with your long spine just for a little bit. Reach those arms out. And then relax the forearms round your upper back. Just breathe 3 more times. Okay, inhale, extend to a flat back. So you're lifting off the forearms. Walk your hands back up. Bring the legs together. You're going to lie all the way down on your mat. You're going to cross your right knee over the left. Now, if you've got a big bend in the leg, walk that left foot out so you don't have a big bend in your leg anymore. You're going to let the knees, using that right knee to help guide the left one towards the floor, but don't take it to the floor. Lift your left arm up straight and long, and then open it at a 45-degree angle from your body. This is the Sean stretch. How awesome does that feel? Keep using your right leg to pull the left one towards the floor. Just breathe. Feeling this all the way over that hip, a little bit into the IT band and your side body and your chest. That's why this is so amazing. You're working that arm really long. Spread your fingers wide apart. Okay, bring the arm back, uncross the legs, hollow out the belly, and then bring the knees back up in that order. That's the safest way to come out of this position. We're going to bring both knees up and into the chest. Hold behind the hamstrings, not over the knees. Now, pull them apart, pull your knees far apart, move them forward, bring them together, pull them back in. Big circle. Keep going. Lubricating your hip joints. Now change the direction. Open out when they're far away, pull them back in, move them back out. Your head is just resting comfortably on the mat. Okay, now we're going to just do a little gentle rock side to side, little massage. Okay, both feet back on the floor. This time we're going to take our left knee, cross it over the right. Inch that right foot so you don't have such a big bend in the legs. Let the knees come to the left side. And let's work this arm out at a 45-degree angle. So use that left leg to pull the right one towards the floor, not on the floor. And that right foot, you're just on its side. Keep reaching the right arm out and away. We're going to stay here for 3 more big, huge breaths. Maybe on the exhalation, you can get the right shoulder a little closer to the floor. But it's not about forcing, right? It's just about bringing length back into these muscles. Okay, bring the arm in, uncross, hollow out the stomach, let the knees come back up. Bring both into the chest. Keep the knees together, make a little circle. Knees are together this time. Change the direction. Nice job. Let's get the legs all the way up to the ceiling. Nice and straight. Hollow out the belly. In slow motion, you're going to start to lower the right leg to the floor, pushing the heel away from you. Feet are flexed. Bring it up just as slowly as you took it down. Probably feeling the transverse abdominis muscles, your six pack doing a little work here. Switch sides. Push the heel away. Your leg is locked out straight. Bring it up just as slow as you took it down. Now, both together coming down really slowly, but I want you to really do your best to hollow out the stomach. If you feel the stomach popping out, you've gone too far with your legs. So that's where you know it's time to start coming up if you can't hollow out that belly anymore. Come up slow and in control. So let's try to do it one more time. 5 counts down. Both legs are straight. And 5 counts up. Nice job. Pull both knees into the body. Let's do that circle again. Knees are together. Change directions. Okay, we're going to cross at the knee. So left knee over right. Let the heels just dangle. If you can grab both heels with your hands, do it. And if you can pull those heels towards you, do it. Getting a nice little stretch on the outside of that left leg. So again, don't force, just pull it in gently till you feel that little tug going on. Keep your shoulders relaxed, right? We don't want to be stretching one part of our body and tensing up in another place, right? You just want to relax everything. Okay, uncross the knees. Now you're going to cross your right knee over the left. Let the heels dangle. See if you can find them. See if you can gently pull them in a little closer, keeping your feet flexed. Now I'm getting that nice little release on the right side. Okay, we're going to do a little shoulder rehab. So uncross those legs. You're going to just keep your legs bent, your feet are flat on the floor. Let's take your elbows out to the side. I want you to look, the back of the hands are on the floor. I want you to peek and see if you can get your elbows at the height of the shoulders. Your palms are facing the ceiling. Take a few big breaths here and then get nice and flat on the shoulder blades. So just kind of do your best to be on all areas of both blades. And in slow motion, you're going to lift the hands away from the floor and bring them forward. Now, it's not about going so far forward that you feel your shoulders rounding, because that defeats the purpose of what we're trying to do here. Take the back of the hands back to the floor. And let's just do that 5 times in total. You might notice as you do a few of these really slowly, you might be able to increase your range maybe a little further without feeling those shoulders popping forward. So good for you. Okay, take your arms by your side. Extend your legs all the way down along the floor, nice and straight. Point your toes. Bring your palms up. Your palms are facing each other and your wrists are over your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide apart. Slow motion. Hollow out your belly. So that's an active, I want you to activate that muscle by pulling it down. And then slowly drop those arms back behind you till your thumbs just hover above the floor. Now, if you feel any discomfort, open your palms further apart from one another. So you're making more of a Y, just the way we started class. Now bring those arms back up slowly, just till the wrists are over your shoulders. Take them back down nice and slow. Keep those toes pointing. You're actually pulling your body in opposite directions. Keep that tummy pulling down. Nice job. Bring the arms back up. Clasp your fingers together at the top and pull your left knee up. And if you need to use a towel, grab a towel, but we're going to take either the towel around the bottom of your foot, and you're going to hold the towel with your left hand because we're stretching out the left leg. See if you can straighten that left leg, heel to the sky. Now, if you can, I'd like that right calf down on the floor with that right foot flexed. Open the right arm out to the side. So wrist and shoulder line up. Now, instead of just trying to pull the leg back, I want you to press up through the heel, push away. And then keeping that tension, see if you can move the leg a little further back. Maybe you can get another 1/4 of an inch, take a few more breaths, and then we're just going to do the same thing over on the other side. Okay, bend at the knee, release the leg, extend that leg all the way down, bring that right knee in. Either use a towel or 2 fingers around your big toe. Let's open the left arm out to the side. Push your heel to the sky and straighten the leg. Once you've created that activation, see if you can move the leg a little further back. Keeping that left calf pressing down on the floor and that left foot flexed. Take a few more breaths. Okay, release the towel. You can put the towel off to the side. You're going to bring both knees up so the legs are bent. Your arms are by your side. Hollow out the belly. Let the knees just go to the left. Just let them fall to the right or left. We're going to do both sides. And then bring them back up and take them to the other side. And just keep repeating that a few more times. Okay, once the knees are pointed up towards the ceiling, bring them into the chest. You're going to grab hold of the outsides of your feet with your arms inside. Meet me in happy baby. Pulling those feet to the floor. Please be mindful to keep your lower back down on your mat. Don't let it roll up. Keep hollowing out the stomach. Push those feet so your knees are getting a little closer to the floor. Maybe you want to add a little sway side to side. And release the legs. Bring the knees back together. You're going to rock yourself all the way up onto the toes. And then we're going to lift our hips up. You're just looking through your knees to the back of the room. Oh my goodness. So compare this full forward fold to when we first started. I know for me, I'm feeling so much more flexibility in my lower back. I'm much closer with my torso to my thighs. Hang out here for a second or two. Then you're going to bring your hands above your knees, bend your legs, lift your head first really slowly. Come back up to standing. Nice. Take a big deep breath. And I thank you so much for your power and strength. Thank you for being here. I
Bye, have a
apologize.
nice day.
Thank you. You too.
Running now.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm still trying to figure out the lighting with this new computer. I switched from an Apple because it froze and died to a PC, and I don't know. My face looks so white. I'm really not this white. Of course, how could I be this white? I live in Florida. Sue, you remember Mark? Yeah, hopefully you guys feel good. I can't hear. Oh, there you are. Now I can hear you.
Yeah.
Do you feel better?
Yes.
How about you, Sue?
Cool. I do, always.
Good.
Yeah.
Super. Nice to see you, Mark. Super. He's back.
He's back.
Yay.
I was so shocked, Sue, that he came because it was so early.
Yeah.
He doesn't like waking up early.
Well, this is okay. So Tuesdays is weights.
Yeah, Tuesdays we switched it to weights because the girls wanted weights. And then Saturday is weights.
Uh-huh.
And Sunday is Sean's class, which I know
Okay.
you'll love.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Okay, that's good.
yeah,
Nice to see you.
Yeah, you too.
yeah. Hopefully
Likewise.
we'll see you all again. Sue, I can't believe how hot it's been in Montreal.
It's stinking hot. I have my air conditioning on.
You have hotter weather than we do in South Florida.
I know. You can't win here. You can't win. Cold, hot.
It's so crazy. I said to Sean, can you believe it's hotter there than here?
How do you know that though? Are you following our weather?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It's like one of
very
my,
hot.
instead of doing Wordle, I just follow your weather. Do you
Yeah.
do Wordle, Mark?
I can't. No, I don't know how to do it. What do you do?
Sue's the expert.
Just go to Wordle. And the explanations are simple. And it was a software engineer that made the game for his girlfriend. It's a 5-letter word.
I knew that.
Yeah. So it's simple, it's fun, and it's only once a day. So it's not like you're gonna get stuck doing it. And we all, however million people are doing it over the world, we all have the same word to guess. So you start with something as many vowels, like if you could put arise or you try and get rid of to see how many vowels are there.
Uh-huh.
And if the vowels there, it appears in, it'll show you that it's in that word. And then you have to figure out how to place it. Anyway, simple. It's fun though. It's a little addictive, but once a day doesn't, 5 minutes. Try it. And then the New York Times bought it from him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
Which is, it's very cute. They didn't change anything yet though, so it's good. Anyway, give it a whirl.
Okay. But what words do you use to begin with?
So, but you can, some people use the same word, like a rose, because it's got an A, an R, S, O, E. So those are, but I switch it up. One day I'll put, I don't know, peach. One day, like, it's nice. It's not a 6-letter word. It's a 5. So it's pas trop compliqué, it's like, you can put anything. I used to do a list the night before, or you just wake up and put smile. So I don't know, anything. It's random. Random.
Okay,
No secrets.
I'll never get
And-
it.
Oh, my goodness.
No.
Yeah, it's not really my thing. And of course, Sean and I were doing it together when we first started, and he gets it like right away. So my brain doesn't even get a chance to try. And I thought, you know what? I'm getting my brain exercised through exercise,
There you
Well,
go.
that's good.
which for me is a lot better and easier than Wordle.
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
Dude.
Sean's a big crossword guy, man. He loves it.
Me too.
Well, I'm learning a new language.
Are you learning Hebrew or what are you
Yes,
learning?
I'm still learning Hebrew.
Good for you. That's
I
It is-
awesome.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, and then I stop.
Why do you know that?
Jewish friends, Jewish services, Jewish.
Yeah.
Like we
Yeah.
grew up, Sue and I grew up together in Montreal in a Jewish neighborhood.
That's a
So-
Jewish neighborhood?
TMR was so Jewish. Like on Jewish holidays, we never went to class because we'd be the only
That's
ones in
right.
there.
That's right.
It's awesome.
We had a lot of Jewish friends, yeah.
I mean, all
Okay.
a lot of friends of mine were all Jewish. Yeah. So we learned. And then I worked for Jewish people as, you know, babysitters and
Okay.
had to learn all the kosher stuff and the meat and
Yeah,
the
that's a
dairy.
lot.
There's a lot
Two
of rules.
fridges, two dishwashers, two sets of cutlery, two sets
I
of
don't.
dishes.
I don't do all that.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Oh,
Too much
So you-
work.
yeah,
No,
it's
I
a lot
just-
of work.
It's a lot of work. It depends what you believe in. I mean, I don't do it. You know, my daughter and her family does it. My son and his family does it, and but they don't have two dishwashers. You know, it's different degrees.
Yeah, I mean, you need a big kitchen to do it all right.
That's right. Right.
It's crazy.
And a lot of time. You need a lot of time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
How are your kids doing?
Mine are great. You know, Bryn's making wine, doing her thing.
Good for her.
And she loves California.